Hey there, how you doing? Charlie Winters here with horse racing tips for Friday, the 29th of December. Well, firstly, a quick announcement. Well, for the best part of January, I shall only be producing probably 2 videos a week. It'll be definitely on a Saturday, so it'll be Friday evening for Saturday, and maybe one day during the week where I won't say the racing has to be good, but a bettable event. So yeah, that's a quick announcement, and that will be happening for the best part of January. So let's get into Friday's selections. So what I've had two 10 pence each way lucky 15s. One of the each way lucky 15s, I've left it all to SP. In the other lucky 15, I've taken all the prices. So let me get into it. I've also had, it's a £10 stake day, I've had 50 pence each way singles. So the first selection is Love True in the 12:30 at Doncaster. There's currently 10 runners in this race. It's a poor race. Nicky Henderson's got the favourite. It ran poorly last time. It was a little bit keen, but it weakened. But also, so did the second favourite in this race, Esmeralda. Well, I think Love True, I think it's a stingy price at 5-1. I think it will get bigger. But I do think it's been brought from France. And originally it was from JC Rouget, who obviously there's quite a few larger stables in this country get a lot of their horses from this trainer to go jumping. Well, I've looked at the sire of this horse. I think it's called Ektot, and I looked at its offspring, and it's had about 4 or 5 hurdle runners, and 3 out of the 5 have actually ran and pretty well achieved half decent racing post rating. So I think this horse, being from a relatively smallish stable, has been overlooked slightly. I hope they continue to overlook it because I hope the price gets bigger. I think I got 5-1. I'd like to see 8, but you'd have to see something really backed in from a higher price for us to achieve that. Or obviously the favourites to get backed in. But I do think the first and second favourites are vulnerable. My only doubt, it isn't a regular selection like this, but I wouldn't normally pick a horse that's never been over hurdles before. But obviously with it a French recruit, I do think it's got a bit of a chance. The second selection is Southwell L. In the 4 o'clock at Southwell, paying 4 places instead of 3. Basically, what we want with this horse, it only runs about half a dozen times a year. It's purely, in my opinion, just an all-weather horse. It likes Southwell. I think it will appreciate an extra step up in distance to an extra furlong. What it needs a fast pace. It ran in this race last year, and it was drawn 12. On its reappearance this year, I believe it was also drawn either 11 or 12. This time, I think it's got a bit more of a middle draw. But the draw doesn't matter too much because it's going to come from last anyway. What it needs a fast pace. So hopefully, I think Revocable's in this race and back from Dubai as well. So hopefully they force a fast pace. If there is a pace collapse, there are 2 or 3 that I think are capable of winning the race. I do think Southwell L is probably the best value of those horses. The third selection is Morris's Men in the 4:30 at Southwell, paying 4 places instead of 3. This is Jane Chapel Hyam, and Benoit de la Salle takes this ride again after it probably posting its best run so far. It's his first time it's run round Southwell. I do tend to like Jane Chapel Hyam's runners at Southwell. It's a bit of a risky selection, but I do think it's capable of running a race. And finally, Zealandia in the 6 o'clock at Southwell, paying 4 places instead of 3. Ian Williams, he tends to he's very good at getting middle distance horses ready for these handicaps. I like the fact that he's put Jack Enright, I think it is, on this horse claiming 7. Jack Enright has currently got a 50% strike rate with this trainer. Zealandia raced prominent last time. I'm quite happy for it to race mid-division, but Ian Williams also has another horse in this race, and that horse is likely to force the pace or make the run, should I say. So I think they could try and set it up for this horse. It's very interesting the fact that they could put in a £7 claimer on our selection. So it shows me that I think it's going to improve for the recent run, and I think it's the there are some stables that like to target these decent all-weather prizes. You've got O'Meara and you've got the Horse Watchers with their Heath and the favourite. You've got Mick Appleby with the second favourite, and then you've got obviously Ian Williams in the race. So I think Zealandia, it's roughly about 17-2. I think it's a decent price, and I think those are the 4 selections for Friday. So I will post a video this evening ready for Saturday. So have a great new year, everybody. The very best of luck. Charlie Winters, over and out. Cheers, mate.